Hey guys, long time no spooning. It has been a minute since I have been here, so welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there with me. The other day I went and bought probably my 100th cookbook. Not really, it just feels like I have that many. And so I thought I would give you a tour, so to speak, of the cookbooks that I have. They're pretty fun for me anyway, but I want to know what you think is your favorite and what you would like to see more of. So starting first from when I started cooking, this is my extra special recipe notebook that I started when I was in high school. I took many cooking classes, and every little recipe that I found that I loved, I jotted it down. So I have this guy, and in that same cooking class, well, multiple cooking classes, we actually ended up putting together a cookbook. So I do have a recipe for Irish soda bread that I wanted to do for St. Patrick's Day, that a friend of mine and I, Katie, in high school put together. So I thought that might be kind of fun to revisit through there. And then this one was kind of fun. This was a really fun find at Barnes & Noble. I really like Jacques Pepin. His cooking, just fantastic. And what some people don't realize is he actually liked to do some watercolor. So this is an empty cookbook, completely empty, but it has his watercolor designs in here, so you can put in your own family recipes. And I thought this was great. I'm going to see about utilizing this. I don't know if I'll have children, but I'm sure I'll have nieces and nephews that I can pass that along to so they can enjoy in some of my family traditions. Next, I have some great themed cookbooks. My mom bought me this one forever ago. And there used to be this show on TBS called Dinner and a Movie that I absolutely loved. They would pick out a movie and then tie a dish to go with it. And I always thought that would be kind of fun to do. This has some great different recipes from different periods. There's gangster films, there's 20 films, there's, great golden American classics. So, and that is actually a segment that I would like to start, maybe do once a month, where I pair a dish with a great movie. So, and then next I have The Hero's Feast. So I am a big Dungeons and Dragons nerd. A friend of mine got me hooked into this, and I came across the cookbook and I'm like, I have to have it. I just absolutely have to have it. I've actually tried a few recipes out of here. They're really great. So this might be a fun one to play around with. And then this is the one that I just got the other day that I am very excited about. Once Upon a Kitchen, 100 recipes, 101 recipes, excuse me. And they vary throughout here. So, there's stuff from World of Warcraft. There's stuff from Lord of the Rings, some Dungeons and Dragons in here as well. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, all sorts of great stuff. So it was a really fun find. I'm really looking forward to digging into this and having fun with it. The next category that I have is more while I'm kind of looking to eat a little healthy. I have a couple of recipe books for flexitarianism, which is more like vegetarianism but with a meat flex. So you can still eat things, like meat and eggs. And I have made a few recipes out of there. They're actually pretty good as well. Really, I'm just looking to incorporate more vegetables in my diet, and so I like to look at different recipes to do that, so it's not so hard to incorporate them. Then I have Everyday Vegetarian. This one is kind of neat too, because it actually gives you seasonal recipes. So from spring to winter, it's got all sorts of fun things to incorporate. And then I am a big fan of America's Test Kitchen. They do not just write recipes, they actually perfect them. They will try them again and again and again until they get the best possible result ever. And this one is cooking for your gut health. Yeah, every now and again I have some stomach issues that I deal with, so I wanted to get something that would help me with that. And speaking of America's Test Kitchen, this next section has all to do with TV shows. So I have Cooking for One. I went from, cooking for a couple of people to a lot of the times I end up having to cook for myself. So this one is really nice because it helps you, like, instead of having to yield, 4 to 6 servings, it'll actually tell you how to do it for, just yourself or for a couple of people. There's really great tips and tricks in here, and they give you little helpful hints in the comments as well. Then my mom actually got me this one as well, the Dinner Doctor, and this is kind of where I started with cooking. Is, I can take something like a boxed meal or a frozen meal and just build it from there, and this one actually helped me with a lot of that. I don't know specifically that she was on TV per se, but she has a lot of great ideas and I like it a lot. And then, don't judge me, I've got some Rachel Ray. I like some of the stuff she does. This one is fun because you can do a different recipe out of this every single night of the year, and it'll be something different. And she gives you tricks for how to turn one recipe into 2 separate meals without it, being too similar, all of that. So, and then I don't know if any of you guys remember, it's been off the air for several years, but I also have the Chew, and it's a 2-in-1. So there's a lot of fun things in here as well. I really like Michael Symon's 5 and 5 type things. I like Daphne Oz for just showcasing how to eat healthier. Carla Hall teaching you, nothing is permanent and we can fix just about everything. So this is a lot of fun. I love this one a lot. And lastly, I have regional cookbooks. Now, I am super excited that I found this. It's been missing for the last month, and I just found it right before I started filming. So, it must have been meant to be. In the winter months, I really like more comfort food and pub foods. So I got this one. I'm not a big fan of sausages, but there's some nice things in there. So I want to kind of dive into that a little bit and enjoy some of the comfort foods. And this last one was an absolute steal. This book right here is a Chinese cookbook. It is super thick, has gold gilded pages, originally $50, and I got it for like 10. Yeah, it was an absolute steal. I love this because it actually breaks it up through the different regions of China. There's multiple authors who worked on this cookbook together, and so they teach you the different flavors of the different regions, but then there's also a whole section, let's see if I can find it, where they give you cooking terms, which as I was going through, I realized that, some of the cooking terms in America are not the same universally. So that was kind of good to find out. So, I could look at that and be like, oh yeah, let's not make that mistake. So I kind of want to try this one. Probably won't make everything in here. I don't eat tofu, and there's some things in here that I just, it's not gonna happen. But it was a really fun find nonetheless. And I love the feel of it, the embossed. I love this. So that is my collection of cookbooks. I also have, you know, a bajillion recipes on my Pinterest boards. I have multiple cooking magazines around the house and everything. So love to look for inspiration, and I like to make a pretty plate. So comment which one of these looks like your favorite or which one you'd like me to try out. I would love to hear from you. Top comment, I will make that for my next video. So I hope you guys have a great evening. We'll catch you next time. Bye.